Many months have passed since the pandemic began. What have you learned in the past few months?
What did I learn from that?
Have I learned anything during this period?
Não necessariamente alguma coisa específica.
I don't know what I've really learned, which I think sounds bad.
Muchísimas cosas, obviamente.
Eu acho que em particular, eu gosto muito de ver conteúdos que eu já acompanhava antes da pandemia.
I don't feel like I've learned anything new. Like, the hobbies that I've kind of been focusing on are pretty much the same hobbies that I was already doing, just, working on them more.
Então, eu só dei continuidade a assistir vídeos e tutoriais, essas coisas de assuntos que me interessam, né?
I was so busy with work during the social isolation, I didn't start to miss my friends probably for the first 2 months.
Actually, what I learned was that I did take my social activities for granted.
I think it's maybe more grateful for the people I have in my life.
But once I started to have some downtime, I was missing my friends.
It makes me want to reach out to them more, makes me want to meet more people and be social.
My friends, I can chat with them, we can talk all the time. It's the things I did with my friends.
O que eu mais aprendi com tudo isso, desde que o isolamento também começou, foi o quanto amizades e pessoas queridas realmente são amigos e são pessoas queridas.
We go to a lot of theater, opera, ballet, classical concerts here in Moscow, and obviously none of that has been happening.
Né? Então, pessoas que você não vê há meses, que você não tem contato físico há meses, mas que estão ali pra você. Então, acho que isso é uma das coisas mais importantes, sabe? Eu aprendi que pra ser amigo não precisa estar perto.
Most of the time I was like not going to see my friends. I was canceling at the last minute.
Just because something like this has definitely showed me like how much I want to be around other people.
And now I kind of regret it because it would have been a lot of activities that I could have done with them.
Where before I just felt like I was an introvert and I was shy and I don't like being around groups of people, but this has definitely shown me that like that's a big part of my life.
Pude realmente estar en contacto con algunas personas que debería conocer mejor, algunas personas de la familia tal vez.
I miss being social even though I'm somebody who's more of an introvert. Not being able to have those social interactions whenever I would like them really sucks, and that's really hard. So
je me suis remis au piano, au dessin.
Aprendí a hacer zapatilla de crochet.
J'ai fait de la décoration intérieure, j'ai mis de la tapisserie sur les murs. C'était bien, c'est une nouvelle acquisition de compétences que j'ai maintenant, poseur de tapisserie.
I know that during the COVID-19, a lot of people started to drink a little bit more.
Cozinha, eu acabei grudando um pouco mais na cozinha já do que eu era, mais do que eu já era grudado, né, mais que eu já era viciado. Eu ganhei um multiprocessador que eu tava doido pra ganhar, então com ele eu fiz a minha primeira cheesecake, que eu fiquei apaixonado.
Y estoy intentando aprender a lidiar con los medios tecnológicos, los medios sociales.
But in my case, I think it was like 6 months approximately that I stopped drinking.
I definitely learned that I would like a job working for myself.
So going back alone in my apartment with no alcohol to like get my mind off of things, I had to find different ways to cope with it. So I didn't learn that.
It's very scary working for companies and then having something like this happen that's not your fault and it comes out of nowhere.
Yo estoy aprendiendo a lidiar con las cosas más digitales, usar el celular para trabajar, aprender a usar Lives.
and you're left with no job because you're not an essential worker, or you're scared to work because of your health or the health of your loved ones.
Ce que j'ai appris pendant cette période, je pense, c'est qu'en fait on n'avait pas le choix, qu'il fallait accepter que le temps s'arrête, que ce soit un peu un arrêt sur image.
Ouais, je pense que j'ai appris à encore plus que d'habitude dealer, comme on dit, avec beaucoup de temps libre.
I always heard that we have to enjoy the present and not just wait for the future. The pandemic kind of made my brain absorb it.
Et puis voilà, qu'à la maison aussi on pouvait passer ses journées et qu'on pouvait se faire un nouveau quotidien assez rapidement.
Et essayer de rester positif avec l'incertitude. Donc je pense que ça c'est quelque chose que j'ai appris.
Dans mon travail, ce que j'ai appris, c'est qu'on pouvait enseigner d'une façon différente, à laquelle on n'avait jamais pensé. Enfin, moi, j'étais persuadée qu'on ne pouvait pas enseigner à travers un écran, et ça nous a prouvé le contraire.
And not having those social interactions has definitely taken a toll on my mental health, for sure.
Et ce que j'ai appris aussi, c'est, je pense, beaucoup de travail en équipe, de partage, et d'essayer vraiment d'avoir son temps de travail devant l'écran, et puis essayer d'avoir quand même un semblant de vie à côté, essayer de décrocher de tous ces temps d'écran.
So, I guess what I could say is that the pandemic, what I have learned from the pandemic is to redistribute wisely your energy to who and in what, but especially to yourself.
Like kind of what I referred to before, mass realizations that are going on, I was already very well aware of, so I don't think I learned anything.
So I did started to listen to my instincts and learn that friendship is really important, and you really need to, like, when you can see your friends, like, go see them.
Don't forget to comment below what have you learned in the past few months. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share with your friends and give them some love.